It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Titans on Monday night.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Nashville. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he'd thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Firkser. And he makes a smooth catch there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Man open. That's Chester Rogers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Bills have recovered. So here come the Bills for their first go on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his 4th season, it's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Working with a 2nd and 4. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run here with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Allen. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. We're scoreless after one. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. On fourth down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Back deep, Chester Rogers. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Titans getting the football back. This is a team that is 2-1 on the season after holding off the Colts in Week 3. Usually Indianapolis has a lot of success in Nashville, but not this time. Tennessee grabs the lead in a very weak AFC South with Houston, Jacksonville, and Indianapolis, Charles, now a combined 1-8 to start the season.
And how about this for a surprise? Because every coach we've ever met always talks about the turnover battle, and if you don't win it, you don't win the game. They won despite losing the turnover battle 3-0. They also lost wide receiver A.J. Brown to a hamstring injury early in the game. We're not sure quite how severe it is. Hopefully he's back quickly. But don't forget this. Julio Jones didn't finish the game. No word yet on exactly why, but it's a story that bears watching.
And now they go on the road for 2, but 2 certainly winnable games at the Jets and then at the Jags. A chance for the Titans to get to 4-1 on the young season. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill shoves him aside and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Buffalo taking the field here once again. They're at 2-1 after defeating Washington handily 43-21 in Week 3. Josh Allen was great, 358 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And that Week 1 loss to Pittsburgh proving to be just a blip on the radar. 2 straight dominating performances for the Bills as they went down in Week 2 and really crushed Miami, and now this victory in Week 3. So you look ahead, they get Houston at home in Week 4, and then 2 big ones on the road for Buffalo, at Kansas City and then at Tennessee. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It was a terrific first half for the veteran quarterback. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? And meanwhile, for the Titans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On the give, this is Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st down, Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out come the Titans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A first down carry for Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll run it again with Henry. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Josh Reynolds signed with the Titans after 4 years in L.A. with the Rams, and he was overshadowed there by some of their big-name receivers. But came through with a career-high 52 catches last year. Expects to continue in that vein with the Titans.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Josh Allen and the offense now. Down by 11, 1:46 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen. Into the hands of Singletary. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing is Allen. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Allen. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A very solid gain of 27. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.